Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Park Talton for the Meath Senior Football Final replay between Seneschalstown and Navan Mahonys. They finished level of Horton ago and the score Seneschalstown 1-8, Navan Mahonys 11 points. It's much the same things as the referee, Diva Coldrick. It's referee, the All-Ireland final referee is refereeing today's game. There's just what two changes they were changing each team. Niall McKeag, the captain's come on for Navan Mahonys, and then a reshuffle. Tommy Lorton loses out while Davy Borden is replaced by Kieran Mackin in a straight swap for Seneschalstown. Seneschalstown defending the town end, the Navan Mahonys end at the pitch. Referee checking everything is all right. Gets ready, telling players to come back a bit. There's a bit eager. Getting ready for the throw in. The crowd getting very excited here, and it goes the ball down. Damien Sheridan, long ball in towards Big Joe. Joe has on the 14-yard line. He's breaking clear. Kevin Riley takes a shot, but is well saved there by Keith Lane. But what's the decision? The decision is a free in. The players have stopped playing. It's a free in for Seneschalstown. Free in for Seneschalstown. It wouldn't have counted. The referee decided that Kevin O'Reilly had a bit of a shackle there on Joe. And Brian Clark will take the kick. Brian has scored 7 points the last day, 4 from frees, 3 from play. It's ironic that he was only forward to score the last day because the other scores came to goal. He's over the bar by Brian. The goal by Cormac Quinn or by Mark Carey. And a point there by Big Damien Sheridan. So they'll be looking more for the full forward today, but that was a good start. Joe Sheridan got the ball, challenged all the way by Kevin Riley, but referee deemed it as a foul, free in, and Brian Clark slotted it over. After just over a minute of play, the kick out to be taken by Keith Lane. Keith Lane, his father's the chairman at Simonson GFC. The kick out, Robert Ruddy goes into the clouds. Does he win the free? He knows the free for the O'Mahonys. Little bit of art that's going on there. What's the referee decided? He's calling Mark Ward over. Is he? No, he says go ahead. Niall McKeag will take the free. Niall McKeag, quick ball towards his number 10, David Bray. David Bray from 40 metres out, long ball in towards the full forward. Ball breaks. Chance, well recovered there by Andrew Collins. And Andrew Collins quickly out the field. That was a lucky break there for Seneschalstown. To Stephen Sheridan, to Mark Carey, to Conor Gleeson. Or Mackin, to Kieran Mackin. This ball's gone low on the ground. Joe Cowley to Andrew McCann. Andrew McCann took a lot of steps, going to the halfway line, then the ball in towards Joe Sheridan and Kevin. Joe has on the 45, he's no support, but he sends a low ball in towards Brian Clark. Brian Clark 20 metres out, challenged all the way, flicks him with his right. Is it good? No, it's gone wide. He's been challenged all the way by Lee Russell. But a little bit of play there by Seneschalstown. Well, ball walked well up the field there from Andrew Collins. The score, Seneschalstown 1 point. Navan Mahonys no score. Keith Lane with the kick out. Surveying his options, and here it comes. It's dropping a bit short. They rise. Kieran Mackin tries to break it. First ball won there by Andrew McCann, former Ireland winner, medal with. And Robert Ruddy from about 40 metres out, sent it high, but that's a bit loose. Ran into good space, but sent it high. Good ball from Andrew McCann, who won an All-Ireland medal back with Armagh, playing under 40 for Seneschalstown. 1 point and 2 wides for Seneschalstown. Damien won't be too happy with that on the sideline. Mick Downs patrolling the sideline here at the halfway line. The kick out for Keith Lane. Mahonys Paddy Smith makes a break. Cormac Quinn following him everywhere. Cormac and Paddy having a little bit of set two off the ball. The ball's going to drop between them. And so was Robert Ruddy and Mark Ward going. And Ward wins it, breaks it down towards Paddy Smith. 3 or 4 players around him. Well tackled, but the referee says he's fouled 50 yards out from his own goals. Long ball across the field towards David Bray. David Bray goes to expose Colin Clark. And then a low ball in towards Stephen, the brother, the all-star, a bit 25 yards out. Showing it to Stephen Sheridan. And now kicking it high. Dropping in towards the goal, well taken by the goalie. Bit of a loose pass out there by David Lyons, but Andrew Collins has it. Coming out to his own 20-metre line, gone beyond it. Andrew Collins coming out to 40 metres from his own line. And a low ball in towards Shane Clark, who when he succeeds in handing it on the ground to Ian Mattis. Ian Mattis, good ball in towards Stephen Bray. A lot of steps, Stephen. Stephen about 16 yards out. Long by the line, comes back here to the number 12 for the Mahonys. But the referee says he overplayed the ball, Gary O'Brien. And a free out for Seneschalstown on their own 20-metre line. Who's coming out to kick it? Is it David Lyons? Seems a bit of indecision here. Who's going to kick this one? David Lyons is coming out. Yes, just out on his own 20-metre line. And Andrew Collins says he'll kick it. Andrew's son of Billy, he scored 2 points the last in Seneschalstown won the final. And that was in a replay again, the O'Mahony's. It's not a great kick, low and on the ground. Goes off an O'Mahony's player, does it? No. Seamus O'Connor says no. Referee says yes. Bit of a dispute here. Mark Ward goes to kick it, but the referee, I thought the referee pointed, no, he has agreed with Seamus O'Connor. Seamus made a genuine mistake. And Mark Ward, good ball in. And he finds his man, and his man is the full forward. Barry Regan, long ball in. They race Stephen Bray, gets it, this is Paddy Smith, surely with a chance of a goal on the 5 minutes. It's saved, is it? Oh, it's saved, takes out the line back, Carey, ball out the field. But Mark Ward has it again, about 45 yards out. He'll have a go from here, drops it in again, players in the square. Goalie comes out, David Lyons is surely foul. David Lyons is foul. Manny's player claiming nothing happened there, number 10, is it, David Bray? Little bit of pushing and shoving, referee in to sort it out. David Lyons seemed to get a bit of a slap in the face. That was a dangerous moment. I thought Paddy Smith had a great chance of a goal just on the edge of the little square, but somehow or another was saved. I think Mark Carey might have got across. After 5.5 minutes of play, it's still 1 point for Seneschalstown, no score for Navan O'Mahony's. David Lyons getting the attention there for the physio, Mary Sheridan, sister of the 3 Sheridans still. Well done, Meath, ladies football star. I think she's satisfied that David is all right. David Colrick still in there, making sure he's all right. He says he's all right, and he's going to place the ball on his own small parallelogram. And there comes David Lyons. Mary Sheridan looks back, but he seems to be all right here. Here comes the kick. Switches all around the team here then. Here comes the kick. It's dropping about 60 yards. Mark Ward gets it on his own. Still going, head down. 2 or 3 players around him. Got a lot of steps, got away with Mark. That's the Richie Hogan to McKeague, and McKeague's kick is half blocked, but it'll go back to the O'Mahony's player, and the O'Mahony's player is Gary O'Brien. Gary O'Brien will have a go. Gary O'Brien, good ball in, fisted. Oh, good save by the goalie. Picked up, and the O'Mahony's player, the Seneschalstown player under pressure. And the 45 has the referee given a free. Now it's a 45. It was well picked up there by Colin Clark. Dangerous moments. Goalie spilled it. David Lyons spilled it. Shot had dropped short. David Lyons spilled it. Colin Clark picked it up, and it's a 45 for the O'Mahony's. Jim Smith shows the player where the kick it is, Stephen. Players running off the ball everywhere, and here comes the kick. It's gone wide. Yeah, tail on it, Stephen Bray. Hit it well, all right, but there was a tail on it and it went wide. The score remains Seneschalstown 1 point. Navan O'Mahony's no score. The last time O'Mahony's won was 10 years ago, and that's a long time for Navan O'Mahony's to be out of the limelight. 1997 when they were captained by Alan Riley, brother of Kevin. '94, yes, 13 years ago. Parry Kyle, brother of Colum, captain Seneschalstown. A break from the goes Andrew McCann to Colin Gleeson. Colin Gleeson gets it low ball in, but it doesn't go very far, and it's well taken there by the number 17 McKeague. McKeague played well when he came on the last day. Recovered from injuries, long ball in, but Andrew Collins should win this one. The man he's full forward a bit slow. Barry Regan looking on. Andrew Collins to Andrew McCann back in his own defence for a 40 yards man. Oh, did he foul it? Referee didn't see. He gives it to Colin Gleeson. Colin Gleeson gets a little bit of a push, gets another push to 35 metres out. He'll be 40 nearly, and he kicks it. Free for Seneschalstown. Colin Gleeson, the bank official, the small man. He's trying short from the Damien. No, he doesn't. He tries a low ball in towards Kieran Mackin. Kieran Mackin gets a tackle, and the ball lost there, and it's gone to the number 5, Paul Quinn. Paul Quinn making good progress. Good ball in, but Andrew Collins comes out again in front, and Andrew comes out with it. Son of Billy, he's been tackled by 2 or 3 players. Surely's foul. The referee doesn't give it. And the man who's players, or Seneschalstown player Joe Cowley, Colin Gleeson standing ball watching. Going to be challenged by Niall McKeague. Referee says no. It looked a free. He tries to pick it up in the third time, and he's hopping it like it. For a top class referee, I thought it was a free either way. It wasn't a hot ball. It was an easy way out. David, there on that call. The 2 big men, Mark and Damien, wait for it. Bit of wrestling going on. Who gets it? Mark Ward tries to burst his way through, and particularly gets a free in from about 35 metres out, 15 yards in from the the sideline on the stand side of the field, and David Bray will come over to kick this one. David scored 3 points the last day. Younger brother of Stephen Dahlstar. He's going to hit this one out of... He's going to kick it out of his hands. Can it be the equaliser? Now gone over 9.5 minutes in the first half. Here he goes, left footed. This one's dropping short. Won by Stephen. Is that good? Is it good? No, it's gone wide. I thought force. Those ironic cheers here in the stand here from the Seneschalstown followers. I thought it maybe a curl over. I don't think it was a plan that was hatched up at home or anything, but I think it dropped short from David's kick, and Stephen got it and Torden on the, as they say, Torden on the sixpence, but it just went wide. And the score remains Seneschalstown 1 point. That score in the first minute of the game. A free from Brian Clark. The kick out to be taken by David Lyons. David Lyons, that's not a good kick. Who's going to take the break? Mark Ward unattended to. Mark Ward about 30 yards out. Surely this is the equaliser. It is the equaliser for Mark Ward. Mark Ward. Mark Ward, one of the heroes the last day for Navan Mahonys. When a lot of the big guns didn't fire, as they say. Well, Mark played very well. Seneschalstown 1 point, Navan Mahonys 1 point. Referee coming in, having a word with Barry Regan, and Andrew Collins saying you can't be too near the kicker. David Lyons with the kick. That's a mighty kick. He got a great distance in that one. And Damien Sheridan has been dragged, yes. The referee says Stephen McGowan was a little bit of holding on there. This is about 60 yards out. 45, it's 55 metres out. Who'll hit this one? Big Damien says go into the Brian Clark, and this is going to direct it in towards Joe. Dropping, it's gone beyond Joe. It's gone beyond the whole lot of them, but it's held there by the corner back. And sends it way out the field towards Mark Ward and Ruddy. Ruddy wins this one. Ruddy's got a bit of a challenge. Referee says play on. Sends it in. Joe Sheridan, 3 of Mahonys players. And only Joe. Joe does his best, but to save by the Mahonys players. Is he going to hold the line? He is. It's a 45. He shouldered over the line. Joe Sheridan had 3 players attending to him. Number 5, he had Kevin Riley, he had Paul Quinn, and I'm not sure was the other player from here. Was it Lee Russell? That's a 45 for Seneschalstown. Almost 12 minutes gone in the first half. Low scoring, but you can predict that. Last day was dure, it was hard, today is the same. Neither team has opened up yet, it's still 1 point each. Brian Clark from a free. Mark Ward to Brian Clark. Yes, it's over the bar, it's the lead for Seneschalstown. Brian Clark. Two frees from Brian Clark. 1 point from play so far. Kicked by the giant Mark Ward at midfield for Navan Mahonys. The kick out to be taken by Keith Lane for Navan Mahonys. We've reached just 12.5 minutes of the first half. The game hasn't got a light yet. This ball's stopping short, but it's well taken there by the Mahonys players. The number 7, Conor McGuinness gives it back to field. There's a long ball in towards David Bray. David Bray out on the wing. He's got players all over, so now again it's Conor McGuinness. Was he pulled? Referee says no, he's on the ground. Conor McQuinn is trying to come out. The Mahonys player has it now. It's Barry Regan, the full forward. Barry Regan, long ball in, but it's well taken there by the goalie. The goalie will come out to his 13. Michael give it to Robert Ruddy. Robert Ruddy about 25 from his own goals. Long ball up the wing, but the Mahonys players are seen to be sharper. Shane Clark is beaten there. Little bit of a tug on the jersey there. It's the number 4, Ian Mattis. Ian Mattis gets it away towards the number 2, Lee Russell. And Lee Russell towards Mark Ward under snow. And this one as it drops in. But coming out again is Conor McQuinn gets it to Colin Gleeson. Colin Gleeson to Robert Ruddy. Robert Ruddy heading towards the middle of the field. Long ball out towards Joe and Kevin. Bit of a push in the back. And mind you, Kevin Riley a bit frustrated, but by Kevin, I could see that one. And I'm about 100 metres away. That definitely was a free. About 20 metres in from the far side, in the terrace side in Navan. The free Brian Clark will surely have a go, and Joe is limping. This is not good for Seneschalstown. There was certainly a push, and I know Kevin seemed a bit frustrated about it all. Referee, did he take any action? No, he didn't. Mary Sheridan, a sister in attending to him as Joe. This will be a big blow. They've suffered from injuries. Brian is off the field already. Brian Sheridan and then Stephen Finnegan came on the last day, got injured. Here comes the kick from Brian. This will take a mighty kick. It's a good kick if it's got accuracy. Oh, it's a mighty kick for Brian Clark. 3 points for Brian Clark. 3 points for Seneschalstown. 1 point for Navan Mahonys. With just 14 and a half minutes gone in the first half. 3 points to 1. Brian Clark, 3 frees. One of them at 45. That was a mighty kick from out near the sideline. The kick out to be taken by Keith Lane. Here comes the kick, dropping around the middle of the field. They rise, ball breaks. Conor McQuinn comes in, the captain. He's under pressure. He's still going. He's been tackled all the way. He offloads it towards Kieran Mackin, and Kieran Mackin low ball towards Joe. Joe about 45 yards out, Joe Sheridan. Tips on his toe once and twice. Kevin Riley's on him, and then he kicks it, but it's a handy ball for the goalie, Keith Lane. Keith Lane takes it. Keith Lane gives it back, and there's a bit of a mistake here. And Brian Clark, is he taken down? That's a free here. The goalie could be in trouble here, Keith Lane. I think he'd be lucky if he doesn't receive a book, and he seemed to pull and drag out the player, but the referee is not taking any action. He's not taking any action. And it looks like it is a Shane Clark is kicking this one. The player who was unfortunate the last time, the draw match with the last kick of the game, and he kicked it wide. Shane is kicking this one, yeah, with the left foot. It's an acute angle, but it's on the 13-metre line. It's a great chance. Just 16 minutes gone. Here he comes. Left foot is high. Is it good? Bit of a delay there with the umpire, but he's given it. It's a point. It's 4 points to 1. 4-1. Seneschalstown leading. They may be playing with a slight breeze. It's just hard to gauge from here. Keith Lane with the kick out. He's a mighty kick. He's dropping it here in the middle of the field. They rise, and Ward goes high, and Ward wins it, and he gives it to his number 7, Cormac McGuinness, playing half forward today. 30 metres out. A great ball in towards his full forward. Full forward gets it. No, it's Stephen Bray. Oh, he's blocked. Too casual. Stephen was a bit down. It was Stephen. I made a mistake, and this quickly out the field. Robert running on the halfway line for Seneschalstown. Away he goes. He's got Damien with him. He's dropped to the Damien Sheridan about 30 yards out. He's on the 21. He's on the 14. He's going to be tackled. Has he gone too far? Takes a shot, but it's gone wide. Oh, Robert running and Damien Sheridan. Little bit of play there, but goalie had come out, Keith Lane. I'd probably say it was a miss. It was a miss. Keith Lane taking no delay whatsoever with the kick out. 4 points to 1. Good bit of play there for the two midfielders. The Mahonys two midfielders were caught up in attack, Stephen and Mark. Here comes the kick from Keith. Keith drops it. But 60 they rise. Kieran Mackin, did he jump up and plop for the player? Referee says play on. The Mahonys has it. Dropping it about 30 yards out. And winning it here, Stephen Bray. Stephen Bray at the 20. Oh, he's free to call back. Oh, he was going through. David Coldrick. David has given the free about 32 metres out. While Stephen Bray was gone through, had shaken off the tackle, and the referee has brought him back, and David Bray will hit this with his left foot. It should be a score, but it was all possibilities there. As Stephen had gone loose, it could have been a goal. He was heading goalwards, and he showed his frustration about hopping the ball. Seems to be switches. Seneschalstown have switched. Colin Clark onto him. Colin Clark has gone over. Little Colin, who was very good the last day. Here comes David. And David is sent it wide, and that's that. Some of the crowd are booing, but I think it could be the Mahonys crowd that are booing, because that surely was a great chance, and referee called back play to give the free, which is entitled to give the free, but maybe just if he had to wait another split second. Stephen Bray was heading goalwards. He was just on the 20-metre line. Here comes the kick out. David Lyons. 18 minutes, 40 seconds gone in the first half. Low ball dropping towards the middle of the field. Mahonys winning a lot of breaks, and here they come again with Gary O'Brien. Gary O'Brien picks it up, gives it quickly to Paddy. To Paddy Smith. Paddy Smith on the 14. This is surely over. And it's a good score by Paddy Smith. Very good score there by Paddy Smith. Paddy Smith, Mark and Mark Ward, the two scores for the Mahonys. It's ironic the score 4 points to 2 in favour of Seneschalstown. The 4 Seneschalstown scores have come from frees, while the 2 for the Mahonys have come from play from Mark Ward and Paddy Smith. David Lyons with the kick out. 19 and a half gone. This just looks one of these games that the last day it's going to be tit for tat, as they say. The ball drops in the middle of the field. Ruddy goes high. Ball breaks. Who gets it? Conor Mackin. Conor to Damien. Damien Sheridan on the 45, on the 40, on the 30. He's gone around one player, gone around two. Now he'll have to kick it. No, he gets it quickly back into the player on the attack. It's a shot. It's over the bar. It's over the bar there by Seneschalstown. That was a great bit of play. From here, was it Mark Carey? Was it Mark that scored that brilliant goal the last day? It looks like him that was overlapping. It's a long way away from where I am. Oh, it is Mark, all right. Scorer of that great goal the last day was Mark on the attack. He dreamt about it again, the same goals and all. 5 points to 2 in favour of Seneschalstown. This kick out going towards Colin Gleeson. Colin Gleeson and the kick, and Gleeson wins it. He's fouled. Colin Gleeson, the bank official, gives it to Robert Ruddy, who kicked the free. Robert on the halfway line. Robert kicks it high, dropping in around the 20-metre line. Bit of push and a shove, and Joe Sheridan has it. Turns at the 14, shoots. Yes, it's over the bar. Another great score for Seneschalstown. Big Joe, who was held scoreless the last day, but Big Joe has come good today. He's causing havoc in there. He turned and he put it over. 6 points for Seneschalstown, 2 points for Navan Mahonys. It's early days, 20, just 21. Minutes gone in the first half, switching all over the pitch. Here comes the kick, and it's well out towards the sideline. And taking it there, Stephen McGowan. McGowan has lost it. The comic to Robert Ruddy. Robert Ruddy on the 45, has he charged? Referee says no. Gives it back towards Colin Gleeson. Colin Gleeson to Kieran Mackin. Mackin's taking a challenge. Gives it back to Colin Gleeson. He's got Robert Ruddy with him. Gives it to Robert out towards the sideline, the 25. Very nervous. Loses possession and then kicks it in high, harmless. Is it good? No, it's not. It's all the ways Keith Lane. There was a kick to nothing there, and quickly taken out the field there by Ian Mattis. Good football. Paddy Smith, they're playing good football. Mark Ward heading towards the middle of the field, gives it to his number 7, Cormac McGuinness. McGuinness is in the ground, 3 or 4 players around, a bit of pushing and shoving. What's the referee decided? On with the play. Players have stopped. Stephen Bray on the 20-metre line, trying to bamboozle this player, and then sends it high. Is it good? Yeah, the great score by Stephen Bray. The scores are coming thick and fast at the moment. Stephen's 4 scored again. 6 points for Seneschalstown, 3 points for Navan Mahonys. And the referee now is going to, that is a player injured, is it? Or is he calling back a play? He's calling back Kieran Mackin there. He's going to have words with Kieran there over something that happened. Might have been off the ball. I've seen the number 8 for your man, Steve McGowan. It's a little more than a take. It looks like a yellow card. It's a yellow card, the first yellow card of the game. After 22 minutes and 40 seconds, and it went to Kieran Mackin, who was away for the last couple of games, was away all year, just back home 2 weeks ago. Home in time for this one. The kick out by David Lyons, that's master. Must be a breeze with him. Dropping. Busted on by Robert Ruddy, and Mark Carey goes out to the 45. Mark on the 40. Mark on the 35. He's got players around, kicks it high. Does he kick it over? It's a great score by Mark Carey. A great score by Mark Carey. Oh, great bit of play. Well boxed on by Robert Ruddy. Well finished by Mark Carey. Mark Carey scored that super goal the last day. He scored 2 points today. 7 points for Seneschalstown, 3 points for Navan Mahonys. Keith Lane with the kick out. Just 23 and a half minutes gone in the first half. Seneschalstown taking their chances today. They didn't look early on when they scored 1 point, they kicked 2 wide, but they're taking them today. The kick out dropping, boxed by Cormac Quinn, but coming back is Niall McKee. Should get this one, does he? Shane tackled in the sliding tackle now. Shane could be in trouble. That was a sliding tackle, and Niall a sliding tackle, a dangerous tackle. Referee's a black book. It seems to be a little bit of referee. It might be a yellow card. It could be the black book. Oh, it looks like a yellow. He's looking for autographs at this stage, I think, David, and this could be a yellow card. Looked a bit of a sliding tackle from here, but the referee showing the fist to Shane. 40, just outside zone 45. Keegan kick it, and Shane gets the yellow card. Quickly towards Paddy Smith. Paddy Smith wins it. 2 or 3 players around him. He's on the ground. He can't surely go anywhere. Ball breaks. Your Mahonys player goes down again to Seneschalstown players to hound on them. Referee decides it's a free right in the halfway line over the far side of the field under the terrace. Ball kicked back towards the Mahonys player, and the Mahonys player will decide to kick a low ball in towards Gary O'Brien. Gary O'Brien throw the hands once, twice. He's still going. He's going towards the 45. Good run by Gary O'Brien, and quick ball out towards Paul Quinn. Paul Quinn, this is surely a chance. Gives it number 7, Cormac McGuinness. McGuinness with outside of his right foot. Comes out the post. Oh, just a break. Just breaks. The ball breaks away. Who's going to win this break? All the Seneschalstown player knees and bumps of daisy. Conor Gleeson got a bit of a rough ride there coming out with that ball, but he's won it free at 23 metres out from his own goals, and the kick will be Andrew Collins. Andrew will kick it. He'll kick for, there's a bit of a tail in that one. It's a tail in that one. It's going to over the sideline just on the halfway line. Sliced off his foot. Andrew, who started this game very well. 25 minutes, over 20 seconds gone. And there comes Richie Hogan. Low ball over towards Paddy Smith and Cormac Quinn. Cormac Quinn wins it, does he? He's on the ground. Oh, a fist went in there. The referee there, I think that was stupid there. There's no need for that. This has been played in a nice spirit. And the referee, David Colby, quick on the ball. Paddy, you're a good footballer. There's no need to do that. For a free about 50 metres out from their own goals. Andrew McCann asks the referee, he wants to tie his boots. Referee says go ahead. One number 11 said because I'm already for the other number 11. The other number 11 is it's Paddy Smith. Paddy Smith, oh man, he's got boot. And a little bit of artist there with Cormac Quinn. Cormac Quinn, the Monaghan man. Damien Sheridan will kick this one. 50 metres out from his own goals, and there's a bit of pushing and shoving up the top end of the field. The referee will have to do something of this. Kevin Riley, Joe Sheridan, Brian Clark, there's pushing and shoving. There's fellas in the where's the umpires? They're not doing anything about it. But there goes the free. Dropping. Told Shane Clark has it. He won it well. Is he foul? He is foul. About 35 metres out from his own goals. But just before that, well, the referee couldn't see. He hasn't eyes in the back of his head. There's an awful. The 3 full forwards for Seneschalstown, the 2 small men, they say, the Clarks and Joe Sheridan, and the 3 full backs of the Mahonys. They were playing a little bit of tug of war off the ball there. Lee, Kevin, and Ian. Joe, Brian, and Shane. But the referee started now, and there's the free. The free about 33 metres out. Brian Clark has hit easier once in this all day. Has he hit this one right? Looks good. Is good. Good score there by Brian Clark. That's his 4th point of the game. Seneschalstown 8 points, Navan O'Mahony 3 points. About 27 minutes and 12 seconds gone in the first half. Keith Lane with a kick out for Navan O'Mahony's. Here comes the kick, dropping out here towards the number 12, Gary O'Brien and Conor Gleeson, but neither of them will get it because it's Mark Ward. No, Mark doesn't get it. Player on the ground, gives it back, and that's great play by Seneschalstown. Conor Gleeson's going to run into a cul-de-sac here. He loses possession. 2 or 3 players around him. He's lost possession. But coming in to get is Kieran Mackin. Kieran gets the free. Referee was blindside. Richie Hogan appeals. I don't blame Richie. That was a bit of a hard free. David Coldrick did not see what was happening, and there is no living doubt about it. While Kieran Mackin done the plucky thing to go down on the ball, I'm not so sure he was fouled, but he's won the free. And this free is 50 metres out. Suitable to a right-footed kicker. Brian Clark, kicker of 4 already today. Mark Ward standing about 6 metres away. at least 1 minute of additional playing time. I've no doubt Mark Ward is too close. That is just not on, and I'm surprised David Colding's allowing them to stand that near the ball. Here comes the kick on this one. There's a tail on this one, O'Brien's. It's dropping, but it's not gone wide. Fisted out towards Damien. Damien Sheridan goes for it. It's Mark Carey. Mark Carey, great ball across towards Brian Clark. Oh, that's a heavy challenge, and the referee has done nothing. That is unbelievable. That looked like action, but the referee took none. The ball broke towards Conor Gleeson. Conor Gleeson's taken. Referee says play on. Quinn. There's the number 15, Stephen Bray, coming in along the end line. Is he foul? Yes, the referee says yes. In the meantime, the crowd are booing. They're landing up here in the seats. They're booing the referee, and it's no one else. They claim, and it did look like it was a heavy challenge, but maybe it was a small man and a big man. One of the smallest men in the field, Brian Clark, one of the biggest, Mark Ward, and the referee has decided no free. They go down the other end of the field, but then Mahonys can feel hard done by a few minutes ago, or earlier on in the game when Stephen Bray was through and he was blown and they didn't get the free. David with the free, 25 metres out, sends it high, but there's a tail and it's gone wide, and it's such as a crowd standing exalted, and I don't know what that man has given the fingers for. There's no need for that. It's been hard, it's been fair, but there's absolutely no need for that. And David Colding, Jim Smith has his hands up. There's something going on. There's something going on. Jim Smith has his hands up. There's at least 1 minute of injury time. We've now played 29 minutes and just 30 minutes now. It'll be interesting. He's going in. There's a little bit of sorting out to be done here. Brian Clark and whatever a Mahonys player is, there's surely two of them involved. It takes two to tango, to say. Referee calling him out. He's the book out. Not just sure from here what number that Mahonys player is. Maybe it was a Mahonys player that was doing on his own. We're waiting to see what happens. Is he getting the yellow card? He's still mounting. I think it's Kevin Riley from here. No, it's not Kevin. It's not Kevin. It could be Lee Russell, the number 2, is it? Ian Mattis. It's just hard to make out from here. It's just hard to make out from here which of them it is. It's the number 2, it's Lee Russell. Lee Russell has received the yellow card for something that happened off the ball. There's no doubt that Brian Clark is a marked man, but Brian Clark has scored 4 points already. It's 8-3. We're in injury time. The 31 minutes is just up that the referee says the 1 minute of injury time. The 31 minutes is up. The kick dropping in the middle of the field. The whistle doesn't go, and there's still a chance for the Mahonys to narrow that gap. Ball blocked by Colin Gleeson. Give him back. Richie Hogan, Mark Ward still bursting through. Left footed, blocked, but it still goes to the Mahonys player. And it's David Bray, and that's good. That's David Bray with a good score, and it's booed all the way there. David Bray with his 4th score of the game, score of 3 the last day. I'm certain it was David to put that one over. 8 points to 4, double scores it was David Bray. And definitely the half-time whistle will go for now on 31-36. He had to allow half a minute or so there when he went up the book. The Mahonys number 2, Lee Russell. The crowd cheering. This is getting very exciting. More exciting than it was the last day. Here comes the kick. Surely this is the half-time whistle. There's the half-time whistle. But the score, Seneschalstown 8 points. Navan Mahonys 4 points. Welcome back to Park Talton. It's half-time in the Meath Senior Football Final replay between Seneschalstown and Navan Mahonys with the score. Seneschalstown 8 points, Navan Mahonys 4 points. It's dark, it's gloomy, but it's dry. Referee David Colding checking out that everything is all right. Damien Sheridan calling over some of his players. I think it's Kieran Mackin who's come on to the team. Some last-minute adjustments. Who will it be? Will they be separated today? They have to be, because the winners next Sunday are due to play in the Leinster Club Championship, where they play either St Vincent's of Dublin or Rathnew or Baltinglass. We play in the Wicklow final today. Presumably as a result there, they will play on Wednesday night, but the winners play either Navan or Mahonys or Seneschalstown in the final, or in the first round I should say, next Sunday. They have a cold check and everything is all right. Gets ready. Throws in the ball, the second half is on. Ball breaks. Now Mahonys have it. From Stephen McGowan to Paddy Smith. Paddy Smith at 45. Low ball in. Player goes to ground. Picked up there by the number 7. The number 7 is McGowan again. Is McGuinness. Quickly lost and cleared by Mark Carey. Mark Carey, a long ball up the field towards Joe Sheridan. Joe Sheridan gets a bit of a tug, but Joe has it. He has to come out 65, pulled and dragged by 2 or 3 players. Jersey's been pulled. Referee still has taken no action. Colin Gleeson now he has taken action. And the free just inside the Navan or Mahonys half. And the kicker will be Andrew McCann. Andrew McCann on the 40, but play more or less as a fourth half back there in the fourth half. They leave room. And here it comes now. Referee says come ahead. Andrew now decides, he pumps it high, dropping on the 21. Joe has it on the 13-metre line. He's been pulled and dragged. Referees. It's a free in. I thought for a second he was given a free out, but the referee says no. Joe was pulled and dragged. Kevin Riley pointed out something to the referee. Joe picking himself up very gingerly from the ground, but this is a great chance. It's on the 13-metre line. And it's a very good angle for a right kick, 5-foot kicker. And Joe, who had to receive attention early on, is receiving it again. Brian Clark waits at the ball. David Cody says, hang on there for a second. This time it seems to be the head. It was the knee the last time. It seems to be a head injury. He's definitely gone through the walls, but he's having a bigger impact in the game today than he had the last day. Joe, although he played well the last day and won a couple of the frees of the 4 frees to us. Kicked over by Brian Clark. He hadn't scored from play. Today he has scored from play, and also he's been at every time that ball drops in today, he seems to be in front, and he's away, and he's all right. Mary, the sister, little bit of medical attention, and here comes the free, and this could be a vital one. I know it's early days. It's only 2 minutes and 15 seconds in the second half. Brian Clark with a chance to go 5 points clear. Sends it high and sends it over the bar. The Seneschalstown crowd, the large Seneschalstown crowd go wild. It's 9-4 in favour of the Seneschalstown. Keith Lane pushing Joe Sheridan out of the way. He goes to pull up his socks. Oh, now that's a bit of... And the referee is seeing that now. It'll be interesting. Kevin Riley and Brian Clark. Now there's a little bit of artist there. There was no need for it. Kevin Riley and Brian... Be interesting to see what David will do about this one. Who is he calling aside? He's calling Joe aside too. He's calling Joe and Kevin aside. Men like them, 2 county players, no need for it. They should know better. Now he's got Jim Smith in to give him a hand to what happened. It'll be an interesting situation. See what Jim has to say about it. Jim is having a word. He booked the player the last time. Jim had something to say coming towards half time. Lee Russell at the man, he's booked. This time it's Kevin O'Reilly. Kevin O'Reilly and Joe again. Having words. I don't think it's the book out. Interesting, it's not out. Not out. Referee just having quiet words with them. Getting to know one another well from the county scene. The kick out by Keith Lane. Dropping out around the middle of the field. A lot of pushing and shoving going on. Referee says a free for Mahonys. And Damien Sheridan was not too pleased with that. Mark Carey having a bit of a pull and a drag there with Cormac McGuinness. And the referee, is he bringing play on? No, Mark Ward sends it high. On the Mahonys player in acres of space. Who was that? It's turned in, it's gone wide. It's turned in, but it's gone wide. It was Paddy Smith, I think. Paddy Smith mid. He was an acres of space. Oh, you'd wonder where the marking was in the Seneschalstown backs there, because there was these in acres of space. A light mist falling now, and it's very dark here on Park Talton. And a kick out to be taken by David Lyons. 4 minutes gone. You wouldn't think there was over 4 minutes gone, but then there's been a bit of pulling, dragging, stopping. Even at the moment I look back and it's the same situation in the full back line here with Seneschalstown but on with the kick, dropping it around the middle of the field. Wall goes high, ball broke. Who's the linesman? Jim Smith. Oh, he gives it to the Mahonys. And he won't be popular over that because a lot of Seneschalstown followers here on the line. But the kick to be taken by Niall McKeague. McKeague, the captain, towards Ward. Ward loses, McKeague goes in. Reddy comes in. Man on the ground. Little bit of pulling and dragging, and McKeague. Oh! There could be trouble here. There could be trouble here. No need for it, Niall. Kieran Mackin holding on to a ball he shouldn't have held on to too. But he did receive a slap for his troubles. Now with the referee, I'm sure there's yellows coming here. No, there's nothing coming. It's just a word in the ear sort of a stuff. That's it, man, he's going to hop the ball. The man, he's had to win the free. They had the free one. It was a bit stupid, they had the free one. Ward, ball breaks, pulled on by Daniel Sheridan. Joe and Kevin Riley. Joe gets it, goes to the ground. Referee says no, play on. Richie Hogan has it. Richie Hogan towards Kevin Riley. Kevin Riley. Quick ball up the field towards his number 7. His number 7, Cormac Mahonys, playing in the half forward, going to cross his own half of the field, and then the long ball in towards Paddy Smith. Cormac. And it's Stephen Bray. Quickly across to the 14. Shakes the tackle, Barry Regan. Still has it, 2 or 3 players around him. Goes to make an angle for himself, gives it back towards Mark Ward. Mark Ward about 25 metres out. Kicks it high. It's coming in. It's gone over the bar. The crowd were ruining on, but it was a great score by Mark Ward. Well judged. The breeze brought it in. 9 points for Seneschalstown, 5 points for Navan and Mahonys, and this game has just turned a little bit ugly. You see Neville Dunn getting ready. Long serving Neville getting ready to come on the field for the Mahonys with the flowing locks. Number 18, the flowing long hair. Here's a kick. Here's a kick by David. David Lyons dropping over the middle of the field. Ward goes high, ball breaks. What's the referee? Oh, he's given a free now. I didn't see a lot, but the referee did see something. Mark Ward will hit it from inside his own 5 metres, inside his own half, and he's put it in, and that's a good ball into space. And who's going to win this one? It's a Stephen Sheridan. Stephen Sheridan's out towards the sideline. Put a blind on my view of it. Stephen loses the ball. And what's the free? The referee decides a free in. And in the meantime, there's a Seneschalstown player on the ground. As Mary Sheridan, she's been kept busy today. She wouldn't be as busy as when she's playing midfield for Meath. Just on the 13-metre line, out on the far sideline. I'm sure this will be a kick. A kick for David Bray with the left foot. 4-point game. 7 minutes gone in the 7 and nearly 7.5 gone in the second half. Time has moved along, and now the waiting one of the players getting attended to, I think, is Stephen Sheridan. Stephen Sheridan seemed to be under a bit of pressure and lost possession. I think it was Stephen. We're waiting for this free now from David Bray, but they're still attending to Stephen now on the far sideline. Referee is out there down, and so the first aid have gone over to help Mary Sheridan. Let's hope this is not serious, because Seneschalstown have been very unlucky with injuries, especially in that position, right full Paul Carey. Paul was there most of the year, he's dropped out, and this player's still down, but the attention is still being given. Maybe he'll come all right. Please God he will. No one wants to see anyone being injured. The player is all right, I think it's Stephen. And the kick will be taken by David Bray. David Bray. It's an acute angle, but it will suit a left-footed kicker, and he is a good kicker of a ball, David. Here he comes, it's plenty of distance, it looks good. They look up, that is good, a very good point there by David Bray. Very, very good score there by David. And all of a sudden it's a 3-point game, 9-6. 9-6 and 9 minutes, just over 9 gone in the second half. Now, who wants it the most? Who wants it the most? 10 years since the Mahonys. 10 years since the Mahonys won it. 13 since Seneschalstown won it when Parry Kyle lifted the cup. Here comes the kick by David Lyons. There's a lot of crowding around midfield. Be hard to get clean feeling, but that ball is dropped beyond midfield. They rise, ball breaks, and taken by Kieran Mackin. Kieran Mackin towards Joe Sheridan. Joe Sheridan about 30 metres out. Kicks it high. Is this good? It's a super point! It's a super point by Joe Sheridan from about 35 metres out. 10 yards in from the stand side of the field. What a score. Definitely the score of the game. Joe Sheridan, the scorer. Quick ball by Kieran Mackin. Joe turned and let it fly. Oh, it reminded me of the great Colin O'Rourke in his time. What a score. The kick out to be taken by Keith Lane. It's a 4-point game again. Dropping in around the middle of the field. They wait. Wardy, the ball breaks, and Conor Gleeson doesn't get it the first time and loses possession. And Mahonys has gone as a Paddy Smith. He turns by Robert Ruddy. Number 5 is going through. Paul Quinn surely scores. Does score. Paul Quinn with a good score for the Mahonys. Very good score. Very slick play there by the Mahonys. Quick on the loose ball. Conor Gleeson just lost his way, and all of a sudden there was a Mahonys players coming running at random and quickly put over there by Paul. Again, it's a 3-point game. 10-7. And almost 11 minutes gone. There will be 11 again. This ball drops in the middle of the field. 11 minutes. David Lyons looks around him. And here he comes now with a kick. Another mighty kick. Dropping beyond midfield. They rise. Ward rises on his own. 2 or 3 players around him. Gives it back then towards his number 5. His number 5 is Paul Quinn. Scored the last point. Quickly moved on towards the number 6, Richie Hogan. Hogan has gone through. 2 players around him, gone to ground. What's the referee decided? The referee's decided nothing. Quickly towards McGowan. McGowan under a bit of pressure. 2 players on him. He'll give it back out the field and quickly towards Richie Hogan. But this ball has gone completely astray. And quickly take it up the field. And who's going to win this race? The O'Mahony's number 4. Well won there by Ian Quinn. Or Ian Mattis, I should say. Ian Mattis gets it back, and now it's gone to Lee Russell, and Lee Russell long ball in towards Robert Ruddy. Ball breaks, taken by Richie Hogan, playing well in the second half. Out towards that sideline, Stephen Bray can't save it. Line ball for Seneschalstown, about 18 metres out from their own line. 2 subs are coming on the Mahonys field.
Stephen McGowan is replaced by number 18, Neville John.
Players have stopped playing. Stephen Bray didn't. Kicks it high, and it's gone over the bar. Players have stopped playing there. Neville Dunn is on. Stephen McGowan has gone off the O'Mahony's team. There's only 2 points in it. That seemed a bit farcical because players have stopped playing. Stephen Bray picked it up, kicked it over the bar. Thank you very much. The kick to be taken by David Lyons. 10-8, it's getting close. It's getting very close. 12:50, almost 13 minutes gone in the second half. This one's not as good, but it's just dropping in the middle of the field. The rise Ruddy goes high, knocks it down towards Mark Carey. He goes on another run. He's going to be challenged all the way by Cormac McGuinness. Gives it towards Shane Clark, Brian Clark. Oh, he's pulled and dragged to the ground. That was a free, all right, and now picked up off the ground, and Mark Carey says leave him alone there. There's no need for a little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Mark Carey, but Brian Clark won the free. The Mahonys players the last day trying to give needless frees away. Again, they've done it today, and that was a free too. Ridiculous, easy free. Brian Clark, this one's not so easy. This one's about 32 metres out, and it's about 15 yards in for the stand side. He kicks it high. He makes it look easy. He puts it over. And a 3-point game again. 11 points to 8 in favour of Seneschalstown. Just 14 minutes gone in the second half. Here comes the kick. Keith Lane in a hurry to kick it. Left-footed, dropping short. Colin Gleeson running, gets a little bit of a shove, but there's a Mahonys player in acres of space. Who wins it? Quickly, but it's intercepted. It's intercepted there by Kieran Mackin. Mackin towards Joe. Joe about 50 metres out. He's a lot to do. He's no one to give it to. 2 players on him. Mark Ward pulling and dragging. Referee says no. Go ahead. You weren't fouled. Quickly in towards Brian Clark. Brian Clark goes to the ground. Conor Gleeson goes. Ball breaks. Who's going to win it? Conor Gleeson and Mark Ward. Mark Ward will win this one. The big man on the 45 back to Kevin Riley. Kevin Riley coming across the field. 2 or 3 players attacking him. But he gets it away, Kevin. And Mighty left with a kick out towards the wing towards Paddy Smith. Paddy Smith tries to save it over the line. It's gone out over the line. Line ball for Seneschalstown. That's line ball for Seneschalstown. 35 metres over their own goals. Quickly taken towards Mark Carey. Mark, one of the unsung heroes. And Mark sends a long ball in towards Brian Clark. Gets a little bit of a push. Wins it. Goes down. Doesn't get the free. Crowd didn't like that one. Towards Mark Ward. Mark Ward 60 yards out. So, that's a boot went in. And the referee didn't give any free. It's unbelievable here. And it's number 4 for the Mahonys. He loses possession. And well taken there by Mark. Mark Carey. There's a low ball across towards Brian Clark. Brian Clark has it. 20 metres out. He's going to be tackled. He's still going. Gives it to Big Damien. Big Damien kicks. Big Damien kicks him over the bar. Big Damien Sheridan. A great score by Big Damien. Brian Clark gave it to Big Damien. And Big Damien finished it. Who wants it the most, they say. 12 points to 8. Seneschalstown winning. 15-40 gone. There's still 14-20 left. Plus injury time. Who will...
Substitution on the Navan Mahonys team. Number 7, Corbett McGuinness, is replaced by number 22, Darren O'Toole. On the knee are Bernard Mahuna, Ever Firdo, Darren O'Toole, and on Ever shots, Corbett McGuinness.
Corbett McGuinness gone off, Darren O'Toole on with the play. Kate Lane with a kick. Dropping around the middle of the field. They wait for the break. Ruddy breaks it. Oh, Mackin has it run away from him. No, he hasn't. 45 yards out, 40 yards out. He's still going. Still gets it in towards Brian Clark. Brian Clark's been pulled, is he? He has it. 2 players around him. He's under pressure. Oh, he's just unlucky. He pulled it this one on. Now he's on the ground. And the key, well, who was it? Which Mahonys player? Referee doesn't want to know about it. Referee doesn't want to know it. Thought there was a bit of acting going on there. I think it was Niall. Might have been a lot in it. Brian hit it. Half a chance, hit it wide, very acute angle, and there's an Mahonys player down injured, or a Seneschalstown player about 50 metres out from us, from the Mahonys goal, and he's not too happy about it. Damien Sheridan in having a word along with Mary, with David Coldick, thought that player might have got unnecessary treatment. It's the number 12, is it? I think it's a number 12, I think it's Joe. I think it's Joe Cowley. It was off the ball anyhow on the plate. Referee can't see everything. Dropping. Oh, well taken there with the man. His player's heat, and he's taken to the ground. He's taken to the ground, David Bray. David Bray tonight, McKee. Long ball, Ruddy gets it. And Ruddy will drive it. There's snow in it, has to say. Towards Brian Clark. Brian Clark fist it. Gets it. 25 yards out. That was a wonder catch. Oh, Lee Russell. Look to have it. Brian Clark broke it away. Won the ball. Won the free. Pretty central to the goals. About 27 metres out. 4 points in it. 17:45 gone. Almost 18 minutes. Brian Clark, 4 points in it. This will be a vital one. Yeah, Mahonys player, referee, crowd roaring at the referee. The Mahonys players are too close. But here he comes. And Brian kicks it high. Oh, there's a tail on it. And you know from the time he kicked it. And that one's gone that got away. That one got away, but Brian has been scoring well.
Substitution on the Seneschalstown team. Number 15, Shane Clark, is replaced by number 10, David Borden.
Davy Borden is back on for Seneschalstown. For Shane Clark, Davy Borden. Shane Clark, who came on to sub the last day. Here comes the kick. The kick by Keith Lane is 4 points in it. Could have been 5. Wardy wins it again, does he? Under pressure, referee gives the free. Seneschalstown player on the ground, quickly across the field. Towards his number 14, Barry Regan. Barry Regan on the 40. Liam Comic Quinn for a bit of a run. Then he gives it in towards Stephen Bray. The All-Star on the 45. That's a long ball in. That's a dangerous ball. Oh, boxed out by, and it's all he could do was Mark Carey's box it out. The Mahonys player under a bit of pressure. Damien Sheridan still tackling. As the referee decided, yeah, what's the decision? The referee says play on. Quickly towards the number 14, Barry Regan. 40 metres out, he'll have a go from here. And he miskicks it. And it's taken there by Mark Carey. Mark gets a bit of a tackle and he gives it out towards the right full, Stephen Sheridan. Stephen Sheridan further out the field. And that ball has gone astray. Completely gone astray was Brian Clark. Brian Clark kicked it to strike. Kevin Riley to Mark Ward. Mark Ward is coming. The Mahonys is coming. That's a long ball. Dropping about 10 metres. Oh, Andrew Collins under it. Son of Billy's. Andrew quickly at the field. Gleeson gone up the field. That small player, that bank official. Got over the 45. Got to the 60. To Ruddy. And he's taken over it. Referee will allow play go on. Joe Sheridan. Because the referee, no, he hasn't given a free. That's unbelievable. And the Mahonys player kicks it towards another. I think it's David Bray. It is David. David a low ball in towards Paddy Smith. Seneschalstown, my players funneling back. Paddy Smith still going in along the 30-metre line. Takes a lot of steps. Goes to ground. Referee says play on. Stephen Bray tries to find his way through. He's well and truly tackled. He'll have to turn back. He kicks it across the field. He finds his 14, Barry Regan. Barry Regan kicks it high. Ball dropping in the square. Broken out by the goalie. And coming on this Cormac Quinn, the captain, the Monaghan man, the captain. And then a low ball across the field. One there by the Seneschalstown player. He's been, oh, that is a free. That is a free now. There's some supporters not too happy. There was something that happened a few minutes ago. The Seamus Connor might have seen. But that certainly was a free. 50 metres out from their own goals, 5 yards in from the sideline on the terrace side. A free for Seneschalstown. Seneschalstown 12 points, Navan Mahonys 8 points. Can it be Seneschalstown's third senior championship? It's early days yet. There's 11 minutes to go.
Paddy Smith is replaced by number 21, David Morton.
David Morton. Younger brother of Finian's is on for Paddy Smith. David Morton. The referee has been called in now. He's been called into his umpires. There's something happened. There's a Seneschalstown player. Not so sure from here who it is. Down injured. The referee's been called into. There's a bit of a delay. It will mean extra time. More injury time, I should say. It could even well be extra time yet. 21:50 gone. Almost 22, 12-8. But the player is all right. The player is all right. Mary Sheridan seen everything's all right with David Lyons too. And here comes the free. It's getting dark, but that's Damien that kicks it. Dropping about 40 yards out. They rise. Joe boxes it towards Kieran Macken. Oh, ran away from Kieran Macken. Kieran Macken still at the ball. He's about 21 metres out. He's on the 14. There's a great chance for Seneschalstown. Kicks it high, but there's a tail on it. And a big tail on it. It's gone badly wide. Kieran Macken. They've had 2 chances. But that was a great one there for Kieran Macken. Kieran Macken could have made a 5-point game, but it's still a 4-point game. This game still in the melting pot, as they say, 22-33. Seneschalstown have won it 3 times. Mickey Collins, the captain, the 4th time, 72. 72, Mickey Collins. 94, Parry Kyle, but it's still a long way to go with this game. And here comes the Mahonys, as you only expect the Mahonys. Oh, that's a tackle gone astray there by Robert Ruddy. And it's quickly gone in. But Andrew Collins comes up and wins it. And Gleeson's coming out. That little tiger loses it. Ball breaks. And here he is now. I mistook him the 4th time. Mark Carey. Good play. Towards Stephen Sheridan. Stephen Sheridan, a low ball in. Bit of push and a shove. And Davy Borden has it. Under 45. Davy picks it up. 40. Why did he give it across to Brian Clark? He gives it to Brian. Not a great ball. Brian wins it. Brian, 10 metres out by the acute angle. He need help. Brian Clark, one of the heroes. Long ball in towards Damien Sheridan. Ball broke in. Goes back to Damien. Oh, did he get his shoulder? Was it it? It is a late tackle. The referee has decided. And a ridiculous late tackle. Because that ball seemed to be tailing off his foot when the tackle came in from the Mahonys player. The medics is in. I'm not sure who it is. What a man these players down. It could be the centre half, Richie Hogan. Could be Richie. Jim Smith having a word. Jim Smith having a quiet word there with David. Everyone taking the water, and they need it because the first game, people said it lacked passion. People said it wasn't a good game of football, but everyone here today has got that value for €15. This is great stuff, and I see a sub warming up for Seneschalstown, and is it? It looks like it. That injured player. It looks like the Mead Minor star. And Kevin Riley and Brian Clark, and there was Richie Hogan. There was Richie Hogan who was down on the ground, and now this is a vital one for Seneschalstown. The referee, Joe Sheridan and Kevin Riley had again little bits of childish stuff. Brian will hit this one again off the ground. 24-42, there'll be 25 when he kicks it and puts, well, if he puts it over, it'll be a 5-point game with 5 minutes to play. Brian Sheridan is warming up for Seneschalstown. Brian Sheridan. Here comes the kick from Brian Clark. Oh, he's put it wide, has he? No, it's gone over. Not sure. Thought it had gone wide for a second. But Brian doesn't miss too many of them. He missed one there about 8 minutes ago, but you can't put them all over. And now there's another sub, and the crowd are rising. It's Brian Sheridan wearing number 25, the Mead Minor star, the injured man, ready to come on, but here goes the kick. Referee said play away, time wasted, ball broke, Damien Sheridan breaks it, ball breaks out. David Bray on the halfway line, long ball in, and now there's a chance for the big brother Stephen. He's got acres of space. He's got Paddy Quinn Webb. Paddy Quinn got straight through, takes a shot. Oh, what a save! What a save! Brilliant save by David Lyons from Paddy Quinn. Brian Sheridan is on, and the stand-er-ups. The stand-er-ups. 13-9, but just as quick as Seneschalstown went 5 in front. Down Mahonys bring it back to 4. 13-9. 4 minutes left in the game. David Lyons in no hurry whatsoever with the kick out. There will be a bit of injury time. How much I don't know. It'll be at the referee, David Colding's discretion. The kick out dropping around the middle of the field. Ruddy goes high. Ruddy wins it. He's got Damien with him. Got a bit of a tackle and he's fouled. A tackle from behind. Little bit of arters there. No, and Neville done it himself. There's no need for it. Referee gets the free. 46 metres out. Dead straight in front of the goals. And Brian Clark will be the kicker. Brian, I make it 7. I might be wrong, but he'd just make it 7. He scored 7 the last day. The 8th one could be vital. Referee showing the players where to stand. Telling them where to stand. The kicker, Brian Clark, having a word with Mark Ward, says you're all right. Here comes Brian with the kick. It's high. It's over. It's over the bar. It's another score for Seneschalstown. It's another score for Seneschalstown. It's a 5-point game. It's 14 points to 9. Seneschalstown, can they win the third Keegan Cup here today? And Park Carlton on the replay. Mickey Collins in 72. Pádraig Kyle in 94. And can it be Colin Quinn in 2007? Not a football to be played yet. Ball breaks. Kieran Mackin. Brian Sheridan goes down. Ball breaks. Kieran Mackin gets it. Brian Clark, the hero. Brian Clark still going. He's taken down. It's another free. A free for Seneschalstown. He's playing havoc with them. This little player, Brian Clark, son of Pat, the referee. About 30 metres out. Dead straight in front of the goals. This could be a 6-point game. This could be the icing on the cake. Yes, it is the icing on the cake. Brian Clark. The kick out by Keith Lane. 28.5 minutes gone, but there will be a few minutes injury time. Ball breaks, Kieran Mackin comes onto it, wins it, goes down, is tackled from behind, referee says no, 3-man stairs, boots are in all ends, but coming out to win is the Seneschalstown player, gone to Kieran Mackin. Well taken, Damien will have a go. Oh, there's a tail on that one. Andrew McCann quickly gave it to Damien. Damien, 25 foot, at least 3 minutes of... So there's 4 minutes left. There's 6 points in it. Pick it any way you like. There's 4 minutes in it. Once Seneschalstown don't let in a goal, They will win it. The ball breaks enough, but taken by Hogan. Hogan playing well. Oh, little bit of artist there, referee. Calling back. Richie Hogan, they're not too happy. Not too happy, but he's bringing the ball up. He's bringing the ball up for the Seneschalstown player being in his way. Mark Ward, don't appeal, Mark. You have won the free. You have won the extra 13 metres. So why crib and cry about it? Devil Dunn was going to kick it. I think he thought it was a 14, but no. Here comes Mark Ward on the halfway line. He'll drop this in. This is dropping about 30 metres out. Seneschalstown players converging from all ends. Who'll win the break? Robert Ruddy, slow. Takes a shackle. Referee says no. He's on the ground. A Mahonys player on it. Paddy Smith back on the field. Ball across the goals. But coming across was Joe. It is Big Joe. And Big Joe in a drop kick about 70 metres. Damien backs it on, but it doesn't get to Brian. It was Big Joe. And Brian has fallen again. He's hurt himself. This man, he's injured. He shouldn't be there probably, but he is there. He deserves to be there. Ian Mattis quickly out the field. They've only less than 3 minutes to play. They should hold on. They're 2 goals in front. But Devil Dunn, long saving campaigner for the Mahonys. Gives it to Gary O'Brien. O'Brien ships a couple of tackles. He's gone the ground and he's lost it. And Roddy comes out again. And Robert decides to kick the ball in towards Damien. Damien's got fouled. Damien's foul. Stretches his fist in the air. Roars at the crowd. We have done it. This is defiance from Seneschalstown. This is defiance from the Yellow Force team. This is defiance. 45 metres out. About 17 yards in from the sideline here in the Towns. Or on the stand side. And Brian Clark, one of the heroes with 8 points. He'll try and make this 9. He will take his time because we're running it at the 30-31. Robert, when he goes for a short one, they decide not to play the short one. He's going to go for broke. He's been told to go back by Damien Sheridan, the manager. Damien roaring at him. Here comes the kick from Brian. He kicks it, he gets plenty of distance, the ball's gone wide. There's less than 2 minutes to play in injury time. It looks like 3 in a row for Seneschalstown. Quick kick out. That was well taken towards Kevin Riley. Kevin crossing the 45. Kevin going to be challenged. Still going. Surely some player take him out of it. Colin Gleeson. He knocks Colin down, but he's still going. He's about another 45. He's towards the sideline. He's on the ground, and that's surely a free. 5 metres in for the line, 14 metres out. Bit of pushing and shoving going on. Absolutely no need for it. The referee sorts it out fairly quick. Free for the All Mahonys.
Seneschalstown team number 4, Colin Clark, is replaced by number 17, James Borden.
James Borden, son of Shabby is on. Colin Clark, one of the heroes the last day is off. James Borden is on. Seneschalstown. They're going to kick it, they're going to kick a long ball, dropping on at 21, dropping towards Paddy Smith. Paddy Smith, the 40 yards man. He's going to cross it, as they say. Ball crossed, who's winning it? It's Seneschalstown player has won it. Damien Sheridan towards Big Brian, or to Big Joe. Big Joe is left foot, he kicked it that ball about 70 yards. Brian is on the ground, but the ball breaks. They don't mind. Kevin Riley starts another solo run. They won't mind. Time is just up. There's 25 seconds left. And here comes Seneschalstown again with Colin Gleeson, one of the unsung heroes. He put it across the field. And he done. To Andrew McCann, play it around Kieran Mackin, towards Cormac Quinn, the cap. Cormac Quinn takes a tackle, gives it back to Kieran Mackin. They're playing keep ball. They're keeping keep ball. Andrew McCann. That'll be jeered every time they give this ball around. And surely Brian Sheridan with it. Brian Sheridan on stage, Davey. It's all over. Seneschalstown are winners. Seneschalstown are winners. 15 points to 9. 3 in a. Fourth time they've won it. 3 times in a row. It's 72. 72. Mickey Collins, who later played with me, the cornerback in 75-94, Parry Kyle. And now it's Colin Quinn, a great victory and a well-deserved victory. 15 points to 9.
And White, 40 yards and 4. So they come to us here under the main stand. And the mobile phone, Keegan White, mobile phone, is slowly going.
Definitely, it's a good place.
Sorry about that.
It's me hair, all right.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Must be more.
He'll wait all day for you.
He's held on to one more there.
Okay, get the guns to me.
You're going in, Brendan.